Okay, so Rant, Fawn, and Circuit are all on their way to a coffee shop. Levon, you're poking away on Circuit's computer. And as I mentioned last time, you all get this notification about apparently another team of teen novas doing something in Queens, and you guys were specifically called out to stay away and mind your own business. Uh, who would have paid attention to that notification?
Uh, Levon definitely would, just because he's not doing anything right now. So on Nisha's computer, I'll pull up an OpNet browser and just start trying to find out about what these people are, like
Okay.
who they are, and where the like what's the deal with the account that the post came from. And
Okay. Go ahead and give me a quick culture roll.
okay, I have culture too. I'll do culture intellect.
Okay.
So that's 5 dice. Two tens.
Nice.
Only 2 successes total.
Okay. Yeah, you look up. They've a team of young novas who've been around for a couple of years. They were pretty small time for most of it, but apparently the thing that they really excelled at, the thing that pushed them into notoriety, is that they had a big tussle with a right wing group of right wing nationalist group of novas, and throwed one of them into orbit, and that really kind of got some attention. The account that uh, made the post was of a Nova called Rule Breaker, uh, and he seemed to be kind of like the social media bad boy of the group. Um, and yeah, they're young Novas, pretty powerful, and apparently they're in New York this time of year.
What is their name? The team name?
The New Romantics.
Okay. Um, I'll forward what I have been able to come up with to Circuit, just as a like, hey, this came across my feed and it called us out. Wanted to this is what I have found out, which I'm sure she'll like blow away if she even thinks about it too hard. But um, at least to give her sort of a base to start from. And I'm also still looking through her files, just trying to see what I can find. Trying variations of like Cassiopeia as the password.
All right, give me an Enigmas roll.
I have that as favored, but I don't have any points in it, so I'm just going to try resolve. I'm going to just try and brute force this. I'm resolved to brute force it. 1 success. It's more than I should have gotten.
No, with Nisha's skills, you bounce off against her massive intellect scale,
And
and
son of a bitch.
it is not happening. But yeah, so we'll cut to Circuit. You are on the way, probably taking a car, when you get a notification and then a message from Levon, which has all that relevant information.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let me see what else I can get about these new romantics. Punched
All
a guy into space. That's impressive.
that'll be a culture roll to get more.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 enhancement because you got the basics from Levon's search.
Okay. Culture intellect?
Sure.
Yay. All right. That'll give me a scale of 4 then with my mega hints.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny. Oh, really? I botched.
You bought. You go down.
Do we have any momentum?
We do have momentum. We've got 4 momentum if you want to
It's
try.
momentum, girl.
Yeah, I guess momentum for a reroll or just for
I
You
know
just
you.
add a die.
okay. fuck.
Okay.
It is not meant to be, apparently.
All right. Well, then that adds 2 momentum to the pool.
Well, that's good. At least
for the
for
botch.
something.
So we're at 5 now.
Okay.
So yeah, what happens is you just go down a rabbit hole of fan sites that have contradictory information, and you're not sure what, they are like, they're a young Nova team that is kind of globetrotting. Like the only like bit of information that you get is that they have a teleporter or or a warper. So they're clearly all over the place, but yeah, you're not certain of any of the information that you get off of them.
Oh, what was the media guy? There.
It's hold on. His name is Rule Breaker.
That was it.
And his real name is, hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Ooh, real name.
Yeah, because this came from
From Levon and not me.
From Levon and not you.
We're not gonna mention this to him.
Meanwhile, I'm still like bouncing off of it's like, damn, she's so much better at this than I am.
Gopal Misra. He is Indian.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's what you get. And so what about Fawn or Rant? Would you pay attention to your social media notifications while you're on the way to a coffee shop?
I think Rant would look at his phone whenever he gets any sort of notification just to be like, is this anything that I give a shit about? And look at it and kind of go, okay, I didn't have any plans to mess with you and I don't intend to.
What you talking about?
Well, these kids, the new romantics, have you heard of them?
No, who are they?
They're a Nova
Is that a
group.
band?
I would have thought so. It'd be better if they were a band. Sounds like a band name. They're a Nova group of people, around our age who they're in Queens doing something, and they called us out saying, "Don't get involved." And I'm just glad I had no intentions of getting involved.
You don't want to check it out, not even a little bit?
All right, I'm a little intrigued when someone calls you out and says, "Don't come around." You think maybe I want to come around.
Yeah, no, we should totally check it out.
I thought you were going to coffee.
We'll go get coffee with Nisha. We'll grab it to go, and then we'll go figure out. I mean, look, this is these could be new friends. Aren't you excited about making more friends?
Yeah. Okay.
Besides, I mean, if they're independent, then it kind of gives hope for other people who want to be independent.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me do some. I don't know them too well, but let me do some digging on them and see what I can find out about them.
Okay.
That'll be a culture roll.
Right. I'm gonna roll intellect and culture.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Okay, so you find all the information that I gave to the other team, but the first thing beyond that really jumps out at you is one of their members, Kid Colossal, is another musician. He actually had a pretty popular album come out recently. He's kind of a rocker folk kind of guy.
Okay.
But he apparently can grow real big. And you see him in the picture that was sent along, as well as a like 6'2" girl who's like made entirely out of gold, who's Golden Girl, and the other person in the photo is hold on, and there is there's Rule Breaker. He's in the photo, and then 3D, who's a younger kid, is also there with them, and he's a Japanese American kid.
Cool. So
I'm sorry. No, he's black actually.
Okay.
He was born in Japan, but But yeah, so like you get the basic identities of these 4 Novas. You know, there's other people on the team, but these 4 seem to be the ones that are in Queens.
So I pass all that information over to Fawn. And
Oh.
I dig Kid Colossal's music.
Mhm.
It's not normally my style, but it's got a nice edge to it. I like it. It's definitely clever.
Well, then we have a way in, one musician to another.
Yeah, I guess we can try that.
I mean, they told us not to come, which if they're tagging us, telling us not to come, then that means they want us to come. So
Yeah.
they should be expecting us.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Let me text Nisha. Fawn texts Nisha saying, "Hey, we got tagged in a post. I want to check it out. You want to come with? Coffee to go? Question mark.
Sure, let's head to Queens. Oh, coffee then Queens. Like
Yeah.
there's the ellipsis and then yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So I will say we'll fast forward a little bit and say that you guys meet up at the coffee shop.
Perfect. Fawn promptly runs over and glomps on Tanisha, nuzzling her cheeks.
Hey, good to see you too.
Hey, Nisha.
Hey. So this is apparently not going to be quite the outing I thought it was.
I
Oh.
mean, they totally want us to go, right? That's why they called us out.
Yeah, and it'll be good to see what they're going on about anyway. I don't think I know anything about them aside from like what Levon just sent me.
Oh, you're talking with Levon? I guess the blackout wouldn't really
Oh.
apply to team members, I guess.
I mean, we do live together, so it is kind of hard to be on full lockdown.
Hey, Circuit. How you doing?
Hey. Hi. Ah, God. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Sorry to crash your coffee and everything.
You're not crashing.
Oh, it's fine. This is, I mean, hopefully this will be less intense than Central Park was.
Hopefully. We don't need a repeat of that sort of situation.
Yep. And yeah, Fawn, if you want, I could probably he's on my computer, so I can easily pull up Levon if you want him to be the man in the chair for this.
Ooh, sure.
Okay. And she'll actually just
Like reverse spying.
pretty much. And she'll just pull out Spark and just activate the connection to her main computer. Hi, Levon.
Maybe I can just touch it. Whoa, I wasn't nothing. Hey, what's happening, Nisha?
Oh, absolutely nothing. We were just gonna pick up our coffee and head to Queens.
Is he on? Is he there?
Yeah, here. And she'll like move so you can see Fawn.
Hey, Fawn. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm okay. She smiles in that, yeah, I'm okay, but not okay way.
As I am, she kind of like lean back over. As I'm just accessing my own computer, this doesn't interfere with your personal blackout at all.
That's
that's
completely fair. Yeah, wait, why are you going to Queens?
To check out that group. You're not curious?
I mean, I am, but they told us to stay away.
Which means they want us to come reverse psychology.
Or it's a trap.
Or both.
Then all the more reason to walk into it to see what it is.
I guess.
Sure, you don't want to come?
Her tail swishes behind her excitedly.
I can fix it so it looks like you're still there.
Oh, hell yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Where you want me to meet you?
Coffee shop?
All right. Or I can fly ahead to Queens, scout it out.
Oh yeah.
We should all meet together and stay together.
All right.
If it
Yeah,
is a trap, there's safety in numbers.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Okay. Let me
Awesome.
go ahead and activate real fast. Do I need to roll anything for that, or?
Nope, you got it set up just fine. So you hit the switch, and it filters through the algorithm to make it look like Levon's still there, and gets everything covered up, so it doesn't look like he's skipping out on curfew.
Yep. Should be good as long as you don't go out the front door.
Huh, way ahead of you. I'm already like standing on the balcony and just take off.
Excellent.
Yeah, you guys coordinate a little bit. You think it's probably easier for him to just meet you guys at the coffee shop. It's a little busy, so they're actually taking a little bit to get your order. So we'll cut to the coffee shop, and Levon will be here momentarily.
Excellent.
Fawn, I don't know if I want to see him right now.
You can ask your questions.
Oh, but did I overstep something?
No. You
No,
didn't.
It's just
I overstepped
complicated.
something. But I also know that this needs to happen.
I don't know that it needs to happen here. I like this place.
Are you telling me you're just going to break down into a knockout, drag out fight in the middle of a coffee shop? That's not
No.
your style.
No, but I don't want to cause a scene either.
Rant. Do you really just want to sit and stew, or do you want answers?
I'm upset. I'm angry.
I understand that. But channel that into something constructive. If
Right.
you want to help, then channel that into helping energy and ask questions.
That's good advice.
I'll go stand in line and get our coffee orders. What do you all want?
I don't know. Levon ordered for me last time.
The most creamy kind of thing you can get, the frappuccino kind of things, please.
Okay. All right. So sweet things. I can do that.
Quick question: since you are all out in public, are you all taking any measures to conceal your identities?
No.
No.
Noted.
Circuit threw on her jacket, but not the wig.
Tell me how I'm gonna conceal fucking fur leopard link.
I mean, you actually have a better concealment than anyone else. You look very different from the last time you were in public.
I mean, that's fair. So I just look like a new Nova.
I mean, yeah. So some people are being subtle about taking out their phones, but most people aren't. They're not like up in your face about it. But you have the eyes of the public on you.
Gotcha.
I take a couple of selfies with people if they ask.
They absolutely do. Like, as soon as you start taking selfies with people, you're taking selfies with a lot of people.
All right, no worries.
All right.
But yeah, so you get the order in, and moments later, same question: how are you trying to be subtle at all, Levon, or are you just Superman your way in?
Do I still have the little personal stealth field generator?
Yes, I'll say you do.
Yeah, then I'll say I keyed that before I launched, and I'll settle down. There's no mechanical way for me to try and dampen my glow, right?
Unless you have dormancy,
which I don't.
But you can attempt to max out in order to gain it.
Oh.
Do you need to go through a chrysalis?
Our whole
I
team
can
might
give
need
you
that.
tips.
I'll say I'm not in my team tomorrow uniform.
Okay.
Like, I'm still in my jacket, but I'm in just like street clothes. So that limits the glow a little. Like,
Mhm.
But
Okay. Are you changing out of your U fiber entirely, or are you just changing your U fiber to be more look more street clothes?
I don't have dots in U fiber.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you're taking off your U fiber then.
Then yeah, I'm just changing into regular street clothes.
I think Fawn would probably also be in street clothes.
And I'm not
Maybe
going
leave on a
to.
hat.
I'm not going to max for dormancy.
Okay.
But
So
I'll land a few blocks off and I'll just walk.
okay.
But yeah, Nisha's just like in her hoodie and she shifted her unifiber, so it's just hoodie and jeans, but it's still her.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, Rant, you're taking a bunch of selfies. Nisha, you're managing the drinks. And so Levon, you walk around the corner, and there's a bit of a crowd here at this coffee shop, as you know, there's people with phones because it's to be expected, at least two Novas, as far as you know, two Novas are getting coffee. So it's not unexpected to see a bunch of people like, milling around and phones out. Um, so I'll say you don't see Rant immediately.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll wave over to Fawn and Nisha and try to get through the crowd. Kind of like look around. It's like, oh shit.
Actually, this is a great way to show Fawn's new power. Fawn actually has clinging as a travel mode.
Okay.
So Fawn's gonna just like jump up and kind of like bounce to the wall and then bounce over to Levon, like over people.
At least 50 TikToks are made of it.
And she just like gets in front of Levon and she's just like, she's definitely, you can hear her purring, even though she doesn't really realize that she's purring, and she's kind of like smiling, and she just looks up and she's like, hey.
Hey, y'all got your coffee yet?
She looks back over. Yeah,
You get
I think so.
I'm about to say you probably get a ping at that point from Circuit being like, "What do you want?"
Oh shit. Straight black, robusto, if they got it.
Okay.
All right, you get that drink order in.
Okay. Just gotta wait.
Have you
and
got a minute, Fawn? I wanted to tell you something about stuff.
Sure. Okay. She kind of looks back to Nisha and kind of looks over. She looks over somewhere in the crowd. She's looking over to Rant.
yeah,
and
when
she's
she looks over to Rant, that's when you notice that he's here.
If everyone could just imagine a record scratch noise,
Yeah,
Sure.
that's me.
you might be wondering how I got myself into this situation.
I'll be right back, she says to them. And she's kind of links her arm through Levon's and she goes, let's go talk.
Yeah. Let's. I'll walk outside and kind of like nod my head up into the air. It's like, do you mind if we go for a ride?
She kind of blushes and looks down and then she goes, no, I would like that.
Alrighty then. And I'll scoop you up and I'll fly up to the roof of the building that we are standing on or standing in front of.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yet another bevy of TikToks.
Oh no. There it goes.
So I wanted to tell you, there was an op and I wound up tussling with both Garion and Aterrados. And I fought him. I kind of didn't want to, but Garion was the target of the op, and he, Aterrados, attacked me. And so, well, I tried to tackle him, but more I was just trying to get him out the way. But then he attacked me, and I responded in kind, and he's fine.
So he's not dead.
Oh God, no. I mean,
Oh.
I beat the tar out of him, but
Oh. Okay. Good.
no, I made sure that he was still alive, and he's in Utopia custody now.
I
And
see.
I don't know how you feel about that, and you've got every right to feel however you feel about that. And if that means that there's problems between us, I can't. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is what happened.
I mean, one, you really need to talk with Rant.
I saw him down there. I don't know what all he's told you.
Told me a bit. I know a little bit about what's going on. I don't know. I know basically, I guess, his side of the story. And was it your choice to also take Aterrados?
Yeah,
Or was
I mean, I wasn't running the operation. That was somebody else.
right? Was it their call to take him?
No, I did it under my own recognizance. I didn't want.
I see.
He killed somebody, and he was next to Gary and like glue. And if he hadn't have been there, then obviously this would not have happened, and I would have merely exchanged blows with Garion, which, is its own thing. But no, I'm the one who made the decision to bring Aterrados in.
I see.
We will
Is
cut
that
down to the coffee shop where Anisha, you have a bunch of cups in your hand.
Mhm.
And you can make your way over to Rant at your convenience, but you do see that Fawn and Levon have left the area.
Ha! Surprise! Surprise! Okay, yeah, she'll kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, and just make her way over and like present to Rant one grande frappuccino with extra whip.
Thank you. Let me grab that other one from you too, so you're not overwhelmed.
Yeah, no problem. Here, and she'll actually hand him the other frappuccino she grabbed for Fawn.
Right. They stepped out. I think they flew off. I don't know where they went, but we should probably step out and see if we can find them.
Okay, yeah, no worries. It'll be a little less crowded out there, maybe. So
Yeah, you guys were able to step away. Obviously, you don't see them on the street or anything, but you guys are able to step away. A couple of people are lingering around you and moving with you. So there is that. Unless you want to do anything about that, you do have a couple of people within earshot of you.
Yeah, I'm
Tag
gonna
along.
just kind of speak up and say it would be really lovely to be left alone with the full like bearing behind it.
Yep,
saying
you
that.
have enough scale to make that be a thing.
Yep.
So yeah, people they look disappointed, but they have their footage, they have their photos, and they head off and let you wander off to be a bit more private.
that's nice that works.
Yeah, well, it's one good use of it.
So how are you doing?
Yeah, things are complicated right now with me, but I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I'm not 100% in on what happened apparently with you all, but
No, but you went to Tokyo, I hear?
Yeah, no, it was freaking awesome. It's a
And
little weird, but very cool.
Right. And I hear there's a situation, maybe the Weird Brothers are going to be taken down.
Yeah. Is messy breakup.
Hey, good. Not a good set of lads to be around.
No, not really. It was more of the opportunity presented itself, and it's like, let's see what it's like to not be single. Turns out, not being single with somebody you don't really like or don't get really know that well, not worth it.
Yeah, I can attest to that being true.
So, on the note of love life, is there anybody in yours?
You know, a couple of lads here and there, but nothing serious by any stretch.
Okay, no worries.
Was that asking for someone that was asking?
Yes, but they're not here, and I'm not sure they fully thought that request through.
Ah, right. Well, fair enough. We can leave it at that.
Yep. So I am going to say though that that new single you dropped with the Leviathan under the sea, that was incredible.
Thank you. He laughed when he heard it. I hope he keeps laughing as it gets bigger and bigger. But that was a scary moment when I met him face to face after that song came out.
That was pretty bold.
Yeah, well, like I said, thankfully it went over well. He laughed. So, and hey,
That's good.
if I haven't said it yet, I apologize for the song that I put out about you back in the day.
Thanks. That actually means a lot to me.
Yeah, I know all of this. It gets so overwhelming, and we get shoved into the limelight, and it's so easy to just assume things and not. And I did, and I apologize that I did, and it wasn't a good look.
Just like I really appreciate it. I was actually there in that concert at Madison Square.
Oh,
when you did that.
yikes!
Yeah, but I guess I could put my Rant poster back up. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, right. If you ever want to collaborate on anything, at any point, let me know.
Yeah, sure. I don't have much of a musical talent, but
I'm sure with your
need help
computer skills,
broadcasting a message somewhere. I can help with that.
I'm sure you can do some sort of electronic sound or something. Anyway, we could play around with different ideas.
Sounds cool.
Cool.
We will cut back up to the rooftop with Fawn and Schwarzschild.
Is that? I mean, is that? Are we cool? Are we not cool? We're not cool, are we?
If you're asking, does that change how I feel about you? The answer is no.
Okay.
If you're asking, am I disappointed? The answer is yes.
May I ask why?
I'm disappointed that it came down to this. I understand trying to protect people, and I understand what he did was wrong, and I don't agree with what he did at all. But I also know how he works, and this is going to likely further push him into those tendencies than take him out of them.
Yeah.
I also don't know what they're going to do to him, and that worries me. And Does that mean if you get a mission to have to take me in, are you going to?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry that it came down to this too.
I don't know how to help him. And this is why you should speak with Rant. Rant's confused and upset, very upset, because that wasn't how it was supposed to go down.
So he did talk to you about the intended going down.
I know bits and pieces,
Right.
but I really need you guys to work it out.
I'm willing to talk to him if he is willing to talk to me. I don't know. Utopia wanted me to not say anything until they've managed to address what's going on.
Of course, they're trying to save face.
Well, I mean, they probably don't want to try and compromise Rand at the very least. They want to, make sure they say the right thing. Although, hell, they may not even say anything. It's just that if I'm seen in public with Rand, then that complicates their ability to say anything. And ultimately, that'll come down on me. So it's not that I don't want to be seen in public with him. It's just, it's gonna have to kind of be careful about it.
I will say, if you want to like take a few moments to look around from your vantage point, you can see that Circuit and Rant have like gone off, like not completely out of sight, but off in an out of the way area, and there's not a lot of people around them.
I'll say that of the two of us, you probably noticed that first.
Yeah.
Fawn.
Well, he's not around lots of people right now, just Nisha. But I do want to say this.
You got good eyes.
Yeah, I also have really good nose and really good ears and really good taste buds. That's kind of why everything kind of overwhelms me a lot. But that's beside the point.
Yes, sorry. You were
I
saying.
know that I have no love for Utopia or Teen Tomorrow or whatever. And I also know that the Terrigen and I don't see eye to eye on some things.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So I get it that you want to stay loyal to your team. I understand that. But I'd hope when it comes to something like this, like with Rant or Cassie, that could you at least talk to me first and see if it's a misunderstanding?
I mean, I don't plan on doing anything else to anybody else in your team. I mean, as far as I understand, Aterrados is really the only one that had murderous intent, shall we say?
Okay.
So
I
I
just
have.
I didn't think you would. I thought you would stick to the plan. Like I thought, if you had given your word that this was the plan, and you would stick to it. And to find out that you didn't and it was your choice makes me feel strange. Because this is what happened when I was trusting Aterrados, and I could have sworn that he would never ever betray me like that, and he did.
Am I'm promise I'm not being dense. Although I realize in another situation that'd be a really funny joke. Did I
She
make
smirks.
a promise of not going after Aterrados or something?
I thought that was the plan you had agreed to with Rant.
No. I mean, the target of the op was Garion, but at no point did I ever say that I would not target Aterrados. We didn't know Aterrados was going to be on the ground literally until the door opened. Rant never mentioned them.
So it sounds like there's been a misunderstanding between both of you. And this, I am not even talking about Aterrados right now, other than the fact that honestly, he's kind of made a bed and he's kind of sitting in it right now. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to help him because I do want to help him become a better person. But I can't deal with that right now. I need to focus on this. And all I know is that Rand is really upset and really confused. And you guys really should talk this out.
Oh, if that's what it is, then hell yeah. Strap in. And I scoop you up again. And I land just briefly enough to scoop up both Nisha and Rant after I kind of throw Fawn on my back.
I was about to say Fawn's a backpack girlfriend.
Yeah. And then I
And she's a healer.
Firmly gripping everybody's hands, I head back up to the rooftops.
Quickly, before we resolve that, is there any reaction when they come down? Does anyone resist being scooped in this manner? Anything like that?
No.
Yeah, my immediate reaction is to pull away. What do you think you're doing?
He does this. I think he's gonna move us somewhere.
We're gonna go talk on the roof.
Fine.
Whip. And I'll land everybody back on the roof again.
You have your concealer thing around? We should probably put it up if you do.
Click.
Yeah, it's a little tight. It's like year 6 under the invisibility cloak, kind of tight.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Rant. I didn't realize that you were here. If you were, I wouldn't have swung by.
It wasn't my idea either.
It was mine.
Oh.
Fawn thinks we should talk this out, and I'm just trying to hold in any sort of aggressive tendencies that I have right now. Because you fucked me over, mate. The deal was clear, right? It was fucking straightforward. And you attacked right away. I don't know what that was about. And 2, taking Aterrados was not part of the deal.
Garion was the target, and I had no idea that Aterrados would even be there.
Yeah, it was my mistake to bring him. I didn't know you were going to pulverize him the second you saw him.
I was just trying to separate the two of them. Then he decided to get all physical with me, and well, he killed a man.
I know. I know.
I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that he had no intention of killing again. And if you can do that, then I'll feel at least a modicum of shame.
I'm pretty fucking good at lying, but I'm not going to lie to you that he didn't have plans in motion.
Well, I appreciate that. So I made a call, and it was entirely me. It wasn't Bender or nobody else.
Fawn kind of ducks her head, kind of the that was my bad, sort of like, yeah. She just kind of looks away from Rant and looks disappointed.
I had an opportunity and I took it. A man was freed that you and I both agree does not need to be in prison. And all it cost was an extremely disruptive, and I'd say dangerous psychopath of a Nova, and Aterrados, whom
I agree with you about Garyon. He needed to go, but Aterrados can still be saved, mate. Like we can turn him back from the edge. We've got to try at least.
I look to Fawn. I've talked to him. You've talked to him. I don't know if anybody else has. I think Ginny
have.
maybe. But man, it's like talking to a brick wall that wants to kill you.
Because he doesn't have an example. We're about to give him an example of how words can work. That's what this whole thing is when we're taking down the Weird Brothers is going to do. It's going to be just with words. It's going to be exposing all of their lies and their horrible practices. And I'm hoping that it does exactly what I need it to do, which is to show Aterrados that words can work and that violence isn't the answer.
But I don't know how we get through to him with him being in, where is he? Is he in prison?
He's in Utopia Tower. I don't have access to him, but I know that much.
That's good. At least he's not in other places he could be.
I wouldn't have let them take him away. And I mean that.
Is he going to face charges or what's going to happen?
Out of play, do I know what's going to happen?
You do not know what's going to happen with him.
I don't know. If I had to guess, I'll make sure that he's healed. They'll make sure that he can't use his powers to break out. Hell, they may just try to rehab him. I don't know. They got an awful good psychiatric wing of that building. They may try to just figure out why he is the way he is.
Or trial.
Or trial. Utopia ain't exactly a police organization, but they're more than happy to hand people over to the proper authorities. At this point, I don't even know who that would be. The UN, US government? I don't know.
Probably the US. I don't know. Look, he killed the man here in the city, didn't he?
He did.
So they turn him over to the New York police, at least. Maybe the state police. I don't know.
But I will say, I am open, and I look around to all three of you. I am open to pulling a sluice on Aterrados, should that be determined to be the best course of action. If you think that him being in Utopia custody and having access to the facilities and the potential rehabilitation is not best for him, then I'm willing to make amends to help bust him out.
I don't know. I trust you all about as far as I can throw you, and I'm not. I might be able to throw Circuit, but I definitely know I can't throw you.
I trust you. I don't trust Utopia.
That's fair.
That's completely fair. No, I understand. But I know that there are good people who were there. There are people who helped me. And Fawn, you know this. I wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I have a lot of dark in my past, and Utopia is the reason why I am not in that cell right next to Aterrados.
Fawn reaches out and takes Levon's hand.
Right. I don't know, mate. I don't want to see my friend hurt, and there are stories about people being hurt by utopia, and I hear what you're saying. I see you've got a modicum of goodwill that for helping me get Sluice out, but I don't know how to fucking feel right now.
I understand, man. That you're standing and all, man, I'd be in a corner. I don't know how I would be able to feel. I appreciate that a man who was unjustly imprisoned was freed. I appreciate that a dangerous, violent criminal was apprehended. I don't agree that it had to take you betraying people to happen. That doesn't quite sit right with me, but
yeah. Here's the thing is that Garyon needed to get off the fucking streets. He's bad for Novas. And I say that in all the Terrigen ways I fucking mean it. He was bad for us, bad for what we stand for freedom. He was bad for the ability for us to be who we are freely. And if that means sending him down the river, fine. That's what he fucking deserved. He put himself into that position. There's no need to kill people to get what we want, to be free. That doesn't need to happen.
I will say that I think between my charm, well, realistically, my ability to walk through walls and leave a me-shaped hole in them, and Nisha's more subtle approach, I reckon we can keep an eye on Aterrados and make sure they ain't mistreating them.
Please.
Please, yeah. I don't know about getting him out yet. I don't know if that's the right choice, but
Well, I will say that, and I will give my word, that if they are mistreating them, then I will get him out. And there ain't nobody in that building that can stop me if I want to get out of that building.
good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's your coffee. She hands it to Levon.
It's already like half cold. He just shrugs and chugs it.
Okay, so she's holding Spark. Do we want to see what's going on in Queens, or
It's about this time that once again you all get a social media notification. It looks like it's a response or a retweet or something of the original tweet. This time it's from @KC and it is it says, "Never mind, we could actually use a hand. Hashtag team tomorrow. Hashtag the legacy." And there is a picture that probably would be blurry if it weren't for, like Novatech advances in like camera stabilization, of something that is familiar to both Fawn and Circuit, of an insectile, bulbous, biomechanical thing shooting out flechettes around everywhere.
oh
It's-
shit!
It's that dimensional thing.
Well,
Fuck, there's more.
Maybe more got out, or
Oh
oh
gosh.
god, we gotta go.
Oh yeah, they definitely need our help.
Right.
we need to call in the cavalry. I mean,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know if we need the cavalry, but we need to get there. Nisha,
We
you
need
were
to get
able
there
to
right
take it
away.
out.
That thing hurt. Waterlily took off its ability to attack, so that's how I was able to get a shot in, a lucky shot. But yeah, the laser beam thing spikes. She'll just start like
Levon, let's
typing away
go.
on Spark.
yeah, no, hop on. All y'all.
You need to leave us though, like not right next to you when we get there, because we can't be seen arriving together.
I'll drop you up on a roof.
Fine.
Actually, I'll drop Nisha. You want to be on a roof too? We're already like flying, Like I do like Fawn's on my back, and I'm just like straight T posing up into the air with Rant and Nisha on either arm.
Whatever, it's fine. I'm actually gonna cancel the program I have running at home as well. So she'll cancel that. She'll fix the cameras so they go back to normal, and she'll let out. She'll send a message to Utopia, letting them know, "Hey, that's the scary thing from Tokyo."
When you pull up your Utopia part of your app, you see a number of alerts have gone there, including like tower under attack.
Oh, our tower?
Yeah, and like you like, and then like a display comes up about like team logistics, and you see Waterlily and Liberty Lad engaged in combat at Utopia Tower.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I reckon they can hold their own.
Yeah, do you need backup or head into the Queen's?
Yeah, there's a quick message. Deal with Queen's situation.
Okay, continue to Queen's. Oh boy.
I am going to try and max out to get there faster.
Okay, take a point of flux, and then you spend quantum to build your pool up to your quantum rating.
I do so.
And then, however, flux up to your quantum rating to get enhancement on the roll.
I will do that. So I will max that out for 3 more points of flux for a total of 4. Okay. And my dice pool is 3d10 with 3 enhancement.
Yep.
Please, for the love of God, don't botch. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. 3 successes. One of them is a 10.
Okay.
Ooh, re-roll it.
5. So 3 successes on that.
Okay, plus your 3 enhancements, so that's a total of 6 successes. So yeah, you can up your flight to your maximum. How many dots is your disparity between your max based on your quantum and your current rating?
So quantum is 3, my flight is 2, which means that I can add 1 more to flight for right now, but I can also put dots in other things such as mega dexterity and super speed or mega speed. So I do that. I will max out mega dex and add how many points do I have to work with? 6?
6, yeah.
So 1 for flight.
You can also take the opportunity to put at least 1 into dormancy, so you can then, well, no, you can just buy that. Yeah. Never mind. You know, don't worry about me. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put a dot into mega speed, which doesn't mention flight, but
yeah, if you have the movement mode, it combos.
Flight, mega speed, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, and the rest I'll throw into mega dex to oh, those can't surpass my quantum either, can they?
No, they can't. You can go 1 above on your mega attributes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll throw the rest into dexterity, which gives me a tremendous speed boost. Mega speed increases my speed scale by 1 for every 2 dots of mega dex that I have, and I now have 4 dots of mega dex and 3 dots of flight. So
yeah, you are a supersonic jet getting there. So as you guys are flying over, you fly over the bridge, you get into Queens, and from an aerial view, it's not hard to see where the action is. You see basically one of the bigger thoroughfares in Queens is under attack. There are a couple of those flyer things. There are 2 kind of like starfish beetle biomechanoids. And then there's 1 very large thing that I can best describe as like Zuriel from Evangelion, the big shit kicker one.
Oh boy.
So yeah, that is the scene that you guys fly over. You find some landing spots to put the legacy kids, and then quickly zoom over to another area where you guys can kind of pincer attack that.
And that's where we'll end it this week. Tune in next time to see where things go from here on Aberrant Atomic Youth. Don't forget to follow the characters on Twitter to see more of the story, and follow Simulacra RPGs for updates on the show and the channel. If you'd like to support the show, you can subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels at Simulacra TV, but the best way is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron. A big thanks to our $5 and up patrons. You keep the story going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, remember, your legacy is our future.